for getting through the examination, as well as passing through various phases of your technical professional training, equipping yourself with a lot of skills as well as the required skills and lot of other things which are required for your profession. So I congratulate all of you. And now you are entering into a new world. With all the ordeals you have put in, all the ordeal and all the efforts you have put in the last 4 or 6 years for getting through this examination, I think now you are totally relaxed. But now you are entering into a new world. Of course, the world is very vast, very wide, with a lot of opportunities. Particularly, the field which you have chosen has got a lot of opportunities, tremendous potential, particularly in India. If you look at the country's progress in the last 15-20 years, there has been a tremendous improvement in the industrial sector when compared to the agriculture sector. In agriculture sector, the growth rate has been only 2% or so. But when it comes to the industrial sector, it is around 7%. So your field comes under the industrial sector as well as also comes under services sector. Because you are a professional technocrat, so able to do certain services, particular services. So you are both a technocrat as well as a professional in the services sector. But when it comes to the growth rate in the industrial sector, it is around 7%. When it comes to the services sector, it is more than 10%. So when compared to the agriculture sector, the industry sector and the services sector are really progressing very much. Particularly in the field of textiles and this garments and textiles industry, there has been a tremendous potential once again. Particularly if you look at the figures issued by the National Statistics Agency, in 2011-12, our exports to the various countries in the particular field of this textiles and garments touched a whopping $11 billion. It's almost $11 billion. That means almost some 7,000 crores. So these are the exports that we earned during 2011 and 12. But of course, subsequently also there has been further improvement. So that means there is a tremendous scope for the particular field. And if you look at the total share in the international market, so this particular share of the India in the international trade in the textiles and garments, it is 4.5%. That means despite having tremendous resource potential India has got, but our share in capturing the market across the world is limited to only 4.5%. That means there is a lot of gap. But right now, the China and certain Southeast Asian nations are also doing very well, particularly in the field of garments and textiles. But India has got tremendous indigenous potential available. You are already aware, we are second in the products of the garments, second in the raw material, particularly silk, cotton yarn, etc., in the world. So utilizing this potential, definitely there is a tremendous opportunities available across the world. Therefore, I request all of you to focus on this particular issue so that you can definitely carve out a beautiful career for yourself. And I would also like to request you to focus on the indigenous technologies. I think who is the first fashion designer across the world? Can anyone guess? First fashion designer in the world. Is there any name in the textbooks? I don't know. But as far as I am concerned, it must be an Indian. It must be an Indian from Indus Valley civilization, because our civilization was very, very old. The very, very primitive civilization, very, very ancient civilization we used to have, that is the Indus Valley civilization, particularly the pre-Harappan period, as far back as 8,000 years. 8,000 years back, our people first started the fashion technology. Do you know what was the garments, the attire they used to have? They used to keep only two pieces. Not like this shirt, pant, and etc. No, they used to have only 2 pieces. Particularly for males, they used to have only 1 piece across the waist. So they used to have the bare upper chest. But women used to have 2 pieces. Subsequently, over a period of time, lot of innovations, lot of technologies, lot of developments have taken place. If you just trace back the evolution of all these garments, right from the Indus Valley civilization to the latest, particularly you can see number of varieties, n number of varieties, very astonishing varieties you can see in the Vedic period and subsequent Vedic period, particularly in the Gupta's period. So in the Mauryan period also, there were very, very beautiful, excellent designs. If you look at those graphics, those pictures in the net, definitely you'll be so amused to see all of them. Particularly the styles of the robes and turbans and lot of other garments and the ornaments they used to have wear. So excellent, very outstanding. So I strongly believe that we are the pioneers of the fashion technology. We are the first to start the fashion technology in the entire world. We are the first to introduce to the rest of the world the fashion technology. Therefore, so building on our own innate strengths, you need to think of further progress, building on the existing strengths. But of course, right now, I can see a lot of shows, catwalks on the TVs, but most of the designs are not appealing, not at all acceptable to the common people, not at all replicable. So whatever design you are planning, that should be replicable. Every common man, every middle class man should be able to just replicate that fashion. But most of the designs, what you have seen on the TVs, are just confined to the only shows only. So my intention, my desire, my wish to all of, my request to all of you, so focus on the indigenous technologies, indigenous designs. So our designs are actually originated because of a particular culture that was prevailing during that period. But the culture has nothing to do with religion. Religion is different, culture is different. Traditions are different. So culture, traditions come with the area, ethnicity. But religion is totally different. You may believe in different gods, but your cultures, your traditions, your customs may be similar. For a different religion people in a common area, they will have the common traditions. For example, Indians wear saris. If you go to the Bangladesh, everyone wears sari only. They will also keep that bindi. Why? So bindi is not identified with the Hindu culture, Hindu religion. Sari is not identified with the Hindu religion. It is identified with a particular area. That area is nothing but our Indian continent, Indian subcontinent. Therefore, let us try to propagate our own indigenous varieties, indigenous styles. So my request to all of you, go through the various designs which are available in the net, right from trace back from this Indus Valley civilization to the up to Gupta's period. You will come across number of designs. I think definitely some of these latest fashion designers are emulating from those designs. So apart from this, we should also focus on the indigenous technologies, which was already in vogue earlier periods, like using the natural dyes, natural technologies, and the fabric and the what you call the weaving of different yarns, using different yarns, combination, admixture of different yarns, cotton mixed with silk, cotton mixed with jute, cotton mixed with even grass fiber, cotton mixed with the banana fiber. So these are all not latest technologies, these are already there long back. So right now in the market, if you go to any silk emporium, you will see the silk mixed with the jute. Now it is a latest technology. It is not new. It was there some ages back, some 2,000, 3,000 years back also it was there. So my request to all of you, go back to all these technologies and try to emulate from them, try to develop with some modifications, some advancements, bringing in particularly the fastness of the colors. You can use the natural dyes. Very recently I went to Mysore and visited the Tipu Sultan's that palace. If you look at all the walls, they are all painted with beautiful paintings. These paintings were made with very old natural dyes. Some 600 years back they were all painted, still intact. Those colors are very intact. The guide sitting there was telling me that they are all natural dyes. Same is the case with natural dyes used for the fabric, they will be lasting forever. So recently we organized a workshop on the natural dyes, of course in collaboration with the university people, Satyanarayana University people. I think some of you must have participated. Yeah. So, using the natural technologies, the indigenous technologies are definitely the need of the hour. Similarly, the technical textiles, it is a latest field emerging, technical textiles, geotextiles, medical technologies, lot of things are there, using the same fiber for the different purposes. So, very recently there was a workshop organized by at Bombay. Some of our people also attended that technical textiles. Very shortly, we are going to organize another workshop here. So, trying to encourage all our entrepreneurs here. But as a technocrat, as a designer, as a management expert in the particular field, you have a lot of role to play. Particularly in Andhra Pradesh, we have 20 textile parks. I think some of you are aware. We have 20 textile and garment parks. The very nearest one is Pochampalli. Similarly, we have parks in Gola Pochampalli and Pashamailaram, Malkapur. These are the very nearest parks. Similarly, we have parks elsewhere also. So in all these parks, the major problem with these parks is we are not able to cater to the required demand because of the insufficient availability of the technocrats like you. Just because of the dearth of the skilled people, qualified people, we are not able to produce to the installed capacity. We have a lot of machinery, but they are not put to use properly because of the insufficiency of the technical people. So that is the reason we have started a training program. Very shortly this will be commenced. This year we are trying to train at least 8,000 people on various faculties, on various trades. Of course, NIFT is also one of my partners, training partners. Very shortly the training program will be commenced. So what I mean to say, so there is a tremendous potential already available, but we are not able to meet the demand. There is a demand. Therefore, my request to focus on this particular field. But I think most of you have come to this field with a jest, with an aspiration, with an ambition to excel in this particular field. Try to cling to that profession, adhere to that profession, try to pursue your ambitions, definitely will come up in your life. So thank you all, thank you very much. So I thank Dr. Rajaram Garu for giving me this opportunity. Thank you very much.